What's up, members of the barrio? It's John, coming to you from Coney Island, Brooklyn, which is by far the most famous summer destination in all of New York City. People have been coming to the amusement parks here since the late 19th century, and there is so much to do, from the food, to the rides, to the views of the ocean. We're gonna do it all today. Let's go. Team Adriana, it's your first trip to Coney Island. What are you most excited about?
The thing I'm most excited about is definitely food.
Which food in particular?
You told me that we were gonna try something really good, so I'm excited for that. I think it's the next stop.
Adriana's correct. Our first stop is going to be the original Nathan's hot dogs, built in 1916. It used to cost 10 cents for a hot dog. Yeah, inflation has made the price go up just a bit, but we're gonna have a very famous New York classic. A hot dog today is $4.75. Yeah, the price has gone up a little bit, and the store is extremely crowded. They don't really need my publicity. They're very famous without me. Normally I have a lot of patience, but the service was so slow in the original Nathan's that we're gonna go to the Nathan's on the Boardwalk. I can't imagine the food is any different, so if you want to take a photo at the original Nathan's, go and do that. Hopefully the line won't be so long like it was when we were there. So let's go to the other Nathan's in Coney Island on the Boardwalk. All right, we get 4 hot dogs. So we have a bench next to the boardwalk facing the Atlantic Ocean, a nice view here. This Nathan's way faster on the service. It's about $15 a person, 2 hot dogs, splitting fries and a drink. Classic Nathan's hot dog. It's a hot dog. So we just finished up with Nathan's, which was okay, and now we're gonna do something that I've neglected to do in my almost 10 years in New York City. Ride Dino's Wonder Wheel. It is an old school Ferris wheel from the 1920s, and guys, I have been looking forward to this all day. Let's get up there. To ride the Wonder Wheel, you need to get a card. It is $10 per person to get up there. I'm gonna give a shout out to Jacob Carlson, my good friend and fellow New York City vlogger. I'm gonna put a card to his video about Coney Island. You have 2 choices. You can ride the Ferris wheel car that swings back and forth, or you can ride the wussy one. We're gonna ride the wuss one because we just ate, but if you wanna see what it's like to ride the swinging car, check out Jacob's video. All right, let's head up there. You like heights?
No much.
We're about to get pretty high up here.
Oh, God.
So I'm not someone that likes roller coasters at all, so this slow tortoise Ferris wheel is perfect for me. And you get really amazing views from the top as well, just looking in both directions. More so to the water, I think. Now there's a man who enjoys his job.
Why don't you win me a prize? I love fruit.
Best husband ever. Big charms of Coney Island is the fact that you could take your family here. Let's say you're visiting New York, and this amusement park is completely accessible by subway. So if you want that family fun in the summer, Coney Island's gotta be near the top of your list, especially if your kids like roller coasters and all these games here. Behind me is the Cyclone, and for you roller coaster buffs, people really into history too, you've got to ride this thing. It was built in 1927, an old wooden coaster. The people riding it seem to be having a good time. As I mentioned, I am not into roller coasters or thrill rides at all, but if you are, You've got to try this. And tell me down below in the comments how much you liked it. All right, so Adriana's drowning in her hair, and we are going to explore the boardwalk right now. You know, it's not the biggest boardwalk in the world. I'd compare it to the Jersey Shore a bit. You know, you got all your usual things, food, drink, got the amusement park here, which we just showed you. I'm looking for something in particular, and if we find it, we're going to purchase it. Guys, I was looking everywhere for this. $3 for Italian ice. If you grew up in the New York, New Jersey area, you know exactly what this is. Just flavored ice, lots of sugar, $3. This brings me back to like being 8 years old. Guys, if you want to hear my personal favorite day in Coney Island, how I would do it, I would wait until the Brooklyn Cyclones are playing, which is one of 2 minor league teams in New York City. They're located right next to all of the action on the boardwalk. So, you know, go to a day game and then come hang out on the boardwalk after, go on the Ferris wheel, do whatever it is you want to do. But for me, as a baseball fan, there is no better thing to do than catch a minor league game first if you come to Coney Island. They unfortunately are not playing until, I believe, late June into early September. We are on a pier right now, right over the beach, and I've been to all the major beaches in New York City. Coney Island is actually not on my list at all if you're just talking about coming to enjoy the beach and the water. I think it gets a little bit loud and rowdy. I much prefer going to Rockaway Beach in Queens. It's got a more mellow vibe if you just want to come for a beach day. I already did one vlog about it, and I might just go back this summer. So that's my honest opinion on the beach right here. It's a pass for me if you just want to come to go swimming. But if you want to enjoy some of the sights here, the amusement stuff, and all the history, that's a different story.
A really cool place that you want to take a picture. You can have a selfie with a really beautiful background. I really like here. I think it might be really beautiful at sunset, but right now it's too early, so I don't know.
While Bushwick, Brooklyn is really well known for their street art, we're about to show you a spot right by the boardwalk here in Coney Island that holds its own pretty well. We're in front of the Coney art walls, and for whatever unlucky reason, the inside is not open today, but their art is just mind-blowing. Some of those murals are absolutely incredible. Like, seriously, some of the best I've ever seen in New York City, and we could even peer through the gate. They have international artists who've come here and put their murals up. If you get a chance when you're in Coney Island, spend at least a couple of minutes walking through here, trust me. Members of the barrio, after watching the original ending to this vlog, I realized that there was a lot of things I neglected to mention that you could do in Coney Island that are actually coming up. So I decided to reshoot this ending to give you the lowdown on a couple of really cool things to do when you're in Coney Island, some extra options. The first one is the Mermaid Parade, and that is going to be on June 22nd, 2019 if you're watching it currently. And that is just an incredible parade. It's strictly artists marching together, and of course there's this mermaid theme to it, but they are so creative. It is definitely one of the coolest parades in all of New York City. So I recommend if you go, get there early. I may even go myself this year. I finally want to check this thing out. Another important thing to do in Coney Island if you're here in the summer, July 4th every year, they have the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Now, I'll admit I'm not the biggest fan of hot dogs, but if you want to see some people eating, I believe last year's record was 74 hot dogs, you can actually go live and watch. They literally broadcast this thing on ESPN. It's like a sporting event, competitive eating. So also get there like at 10 o'clock in the morning. A look online for details. It's going to be held right in front of Nathan's, I believe. A huge event in New York City if you want to see something a little bit different. Another thing that we didn't film in this video was the New York Aquarium, and it's located right off the boardwalk in Coney Island. Admission price varies depending on the day, between $25 to $30. It is a bit pricey. You can get a discount online, but if you're into marine life, totally worth it. It is the oldest aquarium in the United States, so if that's your jam, definitely make sure to put it on your itinerary. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the extra recommendations that I just offered, and the video of course. Tell me down below in the comments if you'd go to Coney Island, why or why not, or if there's anything that I missed. I'm always curious. Make sure to check out my other New York City playlists for even more ideas, of course. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.